Alright, what's up, dudes? Welcome back to Duty's Daggers. We got a cut test video today with the CJRB Ekko. This is an absolutely amazing knife. The unboxing for it just came out, and really blown away by it. Now, it kind of goes hand in hand with the CJRB Pyrite. Both stainless steel framed button locks, around the same size. Both CJRB, both same blade steel, both have the holes in the blade, the deployment holes, but the Ekko here has a front flipper as well. Now, we did a cut test with the Pyrite before, and it did fantastically. Not only was it very, very slicey, but this AR RPM 9 blade steel held up very well. They have the same thickness of blade stock, both of these, so I know the Ekko is going to slice very well. I just know it. This is a little bit more of a classic sheep's foot, whereas this one is technically a sheep's foot, but it's a little bit more of an aggressive, pointy sheep's foot. Still got a nice low tip though for utility cutting. So we're going to see how it does. There haven't been any cut test videos this week because I'm out of town on a job. I'm actually still here. I'm on my lunch break, and I'm gonna knock this out for you guys right now on my break. So let's get into it. It's super freaking hot out there. It's been in the 90s all week. I've been here working in the direct sunlight, welding. No bueno. It's not fun, baby. But we're almost done with the job, so let's get out there and do some cutting. Alright, let's freaking get it. I'm sitting in my truck now after the testing, doing the voiceover, and I got the AC going, so I apologize if it's a little bit louder, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I would die without this AC. Anyways, a little bit of a different setting for the video today. Kind of interesting, kind of cool. Mix it up a bit, you know what I'm saying? CJRB Ekko. Almost said Pyrite. This thing's really, really awesome. You know, if I had to pick between the Pyrite and the Ekko, it would be tough. It'd be really tough. I'm still kind of undecided. Alright, starting with the 20 cuts on the, 20 feet of cardboard cutting. On the regular single thickness cardboard, we're cutting 20 feet of it. That is 20 cuts of this 1 foot section. Really blowing through this stuff, no problemo. I slipped out a few times. I just wasn't paying attention. It's a little easier to slip out of the cut than with the Pyrite because the Pyrite has less belly. The Ekko here has a little bit more belly, slightly higher tip than the Pyrite. Still a sheep's foot though. Still a nice low tip. I'm expecting this to do just as good as the Pyrite because they have the same exact blade stock thicknesses and the same measurements behind the edge. So almost same size blades too. So and same blade steel. So very, very similar. They should do exactly the same. And we will see. We will see. So I'm standing at the back of my truck here. I got my umbrella or a little canopy thing. You can see the posts or you can see it right there on the right. The first day I was out here, I had no shade and almost died. So the next morning I went to the hardware store. I picked up this little canopy umbrella thing. Freaking lifesaver. Oh my god. A little bit of shade goes a long way. I mean, it's still extremely hot, but a little bit of shade is really, really nice. Alright, now we're doing 10 feet of the triple thickness cardboard. And I need to tell you guys now, my paper situation for this video was horrible. I didn't have any new crisp paper. I was using a bunch of old pieces of paper that had been wet in the rain and then dried and then got wet again and then dried. Really crunchy, bad paper. So you're not going to see this knife making beautiful cuts through paper in this video because the paper was really bad, and that's all I had. So apologies, you'll just have to take my word for it that the edge retention on this baby was just as good as the pyrite, which is pretty surprisingly good. The pyrite was still slicing paper pretty easily after all the testing. All right, it went through the triple thickness cardboard pretty easy. That stuff is not easy for knives to go through, especially with thicker geometries. You really have to push through it. But with the thin blade stock here, it went through easily. Utility cuts, we're doing, let's see, what are we doing? We're doing 60 inches of utility cuts. 10 cuts on this 6-inch piece of cardboard. Really, really good utility cutter, man. Just clean and easy. Not leaving any part uncut. Cleanly slicing through the entire 6 inches. Really, really nice. Very nice. Get a thumbs up. Let's do some curly cues, some curves, some turns. Very, very nice too. I mean, this felt really good in the hand doing utility cuts. It felt great. Trying on the crispy old paper, just forget about it. Just don't even look at it. Glove test, baby. Here we come. Let's make some bracelets. Man, I can't wait for this job to be done. I want to be back in my 65-degree days. It's magical. This feels great with my pointer finger out on the spine right there. Something about the handle kind of lends itself to this grip. I'm not a massive fan, actually, of the handle in the irregular hammer grip, and I'll explain that in a after the video. But in this grip, like a pinch grip with the pointer finger out on the spine, it's great. Really cutting through the glove pretty easily. A little bit of sawing motion, but if you put enough pressure, it goes right through. Back to the bad paper. You can see how crispy it is. I mean, it's cutting it. It's just bad. There we go. We got a good one. All right, moving on. The strap, the 2-inch heavy-duty ratchet strap. How's it gonna do? Here we go. Yeah, not all the way through. Very close, though. I can't remember if the pyrite went all the way through. I'm pretty sure it did. In fact, yes. In fact, I know it did. So that must have to do with the blade shape. That's an interesting comparison because we have same measurements as far as thicknesses, same length of blade, same blade steel, just less belly on the pyrite. So that makes me think that the less belly the better for cutting straps, and it makes sense. You're pushing and pulling the edge along the strap, and you slip out quicker if you got a little bit of belly. So that totally makes sense. First cut on the rope, I kind of messed it up. You'll see here in a minute. The other 3 times it goes right through. I kind of slipped on that one. So there we go. Right through it. Second one. Right through it. And we'll do one more. Right through it. So that's great. Action still feels really, really amazing. Like I said in the unboxing, CJRB figured out button locks. Somehow they figured out the magic recipe from ProTech or something. Because I've never felt a budget button lock this crispy and snappy on the D10. It's absolutely amazing. So really, really awesome. I'm really stoked to see what they do next with the button locks. So stropping, let's drop it up and see how it responds. We're doing 10 strokes on each side, and then flipping the strap and doing 10 on each side on that side. So we're switching, and 10, flip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And one more on the other side for good measure. One more on the other side for good measure. All right, now back to the bad paper. It's dropped up decently. I mean, it's really the paper's fault, like I said. I got this little piece of crisper paper, and you can see it's a good edge. So yeah, I mean, it's not the sharpest ever, but in my experience, this blade still strops back easily. So I'm really getting frustrated here. It's hot. I'm pouring sweat, and I cannot get this to cut the paper. So I'm giving up. That's it. So overall, I think this did great. The Pyrite did a little bit better, though, to be honest with you. You could go watch that cut test video next if you want. But it actually did a little better. It cut the strap all the way through, first try. I'm just demonstrating that the edge is sharp, just blasting through some cardboard really quick. The Pyrite just did a little better. As far as utility cuts, they're about the same. As far as slicing through cardboard, about the same. But just the strap, the Pyrite destroyed the strap a little bit better. So there you go. Now, I think the action and the fidgetiness and the sounds is a little bit better on this Ekko right here. I mean, the stainless steel version, I haven't tried the other ones, but the sounds this thing makes, it clicks, it clacks, it dings, it dongs, it's just amazing. Very crispy action. The front flipper works amazingly. Everything's just spot on, dude. Now the Pyrite is very, very good too. D10 is about the same. Just with the added deployment method with the front flipper here, I think that really adds a lot to it. Man, it's hard. It's a tough decision between the two. I don't know. So what I was talking about with the ergonomics, because the handle is kind of nice and thick here, and then it kind of gets real skinny up here towards the button and stuff. It's kind of, I don't know, it feels a little almost too thin up here. Back here really fills out your hand nicely. This kind of hump just sits in your palm real nice. But then up here, it almost feels like it's just a little thin for some reason. I don't know. It's not a hot spot. It's not an uncomfortable handle at all. I just think it could feel even better if this was just a little thicker. Pinch grip though feels really good. Almost like the pointer or the middle finger kind of goes right in that thinner area and kind of grabs it real nice. So pinch grip, utility cutting, finger on the spine, handle feels great. So just wanted to mention that. I really recommend this knife to anybody. Really, you have to experience this. $50 knife with it's just amazing. So go get you one. Thanks for watching, dudes. Adios.